Good morning, welcome to another episode of Wami Farms and Processor, where we show you how we raise our birds and process them. This week on Monday, we got another set of new birds, and this was the house and before the birds came. We already laid down some wood shaving on the floor. We made sure the wood shaving was thick enough because on this floor it's made from we laid some wooden planks on the floor because you remember I told you this pen was converted from a layers pen now into a broiler's pen now into a pen where we raise birds. So when the birds came, one of the things that we didn't do this time was go sort the birds out. We sent someone that is a reliable person to help us sort it out, and the birds were delivered for us on the farm because we had so many things going on the farm that day. Prior to the arrival, we make sure that the housing was heat up. But during Harmattan season, we're in Harmattan season in Nigeria, basically dry season, so it's always hot in the afternoon. The weather is maybe don't let hot, or the weather is humid, and so we don't really need to put on the charcoal for them when they arrive. And this is them in the evening when we put on the charcoal for them. As you can see, we had a little big issue of fire in our penthouse, but you will see in this video once we arrive there. Well, at night time we light it up, and once we light up the charcoal, everything was going on well. But sometimes I noticed that the things that equipment back in Nigeria or all over Africa are not properly made correctly. If you look at this coal pot, it's not properly made, and well, we made a mistake. We should have not used this coal pot. This coal pot should only be used maybe once or twice, but we've been using this coal pot for a while, and we had an issue on the farm that almost cost us losing the open. But luckily for us, we had a vigilant staff that went back into the brooding house to go check how the birds were doing, and you will see it coming up soon in this video. And this is just for anybody that is brooding. Please be careful with the coal pots, you kind of coal pots you use. These coal pots underneath it, because we've used it several times, the underneath gave out, and it almost burnt out the penthouse. Yes, you heard me. It almost burned out the penthouse, and that's our gas brooder that you are seeing. So in this slide, you will see where we showed where the coal pots, the underneath of the coal pots burnt out because of the fire. It was something that was almost tragic. Like I was saying, it was something that was almost tragic. But thanks to God and thanks to our vigilance, we're able to avoid trouble. And for newcomers or for new starters that are going into the poultry industry, please, I will advise you, please make sure you don't buy this kind of coal pot. This is basically what happened. The underneath gave out, and we had coal on the paper. Then the paper got burnt. Then the wood shaving too got burnt. Then the wood under the wood shaving too got burnt. That is one. Two, we had an incidence of smoke, which is not supposed to be that in a pen, and it was one of those things that just happened. It never happened to us before. But on the next video, I will show you the new coal pots that we got. It's something similar, but it's newer, and it's even better. So this didn't happen in one place. It happened in two places, and we had incident of smoke. So that means in coming weeks we might need to treat these beds for CRD because of this issue, and because also during this kind of weather, birds are always coughing. I mean, they are susceptible to cough and other things because of the dry wind or dry air that is something is breathing. And as you can see, we are able to make sure that all this was averted. So we bought a new set of coal pots, and just imagine if we didn't see this in time, because we had to pour water on the floor to kill it, because there was no other way to kill it. We just had to do it. So after this was done, you see, that's the incident. You remember I told you that we laid wood on the concrete there, so the wood got burnt all the way to the floor. Imagine if somebody didn't go back, imagine what would have happened. So you see my staff peeping out very soon. If you keep watching, you see him peeping out, and you see me in the video just illustrating what had happened. So we were able to avoid disaster. And this video is just short, and I was just showing you how it is. We've moved on from it. Just please, if you are brooding, please know what you are doing. Make sure you have a staff in there at all times. And as we are coming to the end of this video, please stay tuned. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you. Happy New Year.